Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, November 20th, 2020. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Representatives from the Financial Services Regulatory Commission and Inland Revenue Department on Nevis have been named to a recently established international tax unit set up within the Office of the Comptroller of Inland Revenue in St. Kitts and Nevis. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, Minister of Finance in the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis, announced the establishment of the unit during the debate on the St. Christopher and Nevis Mutual Exchange of Information in Taxation Matters Amendment Bill 2020 at the November 17th, 2020 sitting of the National Assembly in Bastille. Beyond the International Tax Unit, an interdepartmental team has been established to provide support to the government in matters of cooperation and international tax matters. The team of 11 officials drawn from across the federal government and the Nevis Island Administration (NIA) includes Ms. Heidi Lynn Sutton, regulator at the Financial Services Regulatory Commission in Nevis, Ms. Rhonda Nisbet Brown, senior legal counsel at the legal department in the NIA, Mrs. Joan Brown, Principal Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Finance in the NIA, and Mrs. Neva Manes Limonta, Deputy Comptroller of the Inland Revenue Department on Nevis. The Prime Minister, mover of the bill, described the group as a professional team of persons working to assist the country forward. He said the team has day-to-day oversight of the government's response to issues related to international taxation and the provision of information to the appropriate authorities in other jurisdictions. The International Tax Unit was formalized with the passage of the St. Christopher and Nevis Mutual Exchange of Information in Taxation Matters Amendment Bill 2020 in the National Assembly on November 17, 2020. The legislation saw a change in the competent authority on the mutual exchange of information with respect to tax matters from the Financial Secretary to the Comptroller of Inland Revenue. Prime Minister Harris said the act is one of the necessary legislative amendments that had to be made as St. Kitts and Nevis seeks to maintain its commitment to promote international standards of transparency and the exchange of information for tax purposes. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will host his next monthly press conference on Thursday, November 26th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Pinnis Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television, NTV, Channel 99, NevisTVOnline.com, NTV Go app, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. Still to come, STEP introduces new guidelines for workers on community enhancement groups. The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms.
Welcome back. The Skills Training Empowerment Program, STEP, has introduced new guidelines for field workers attached to community enhancement groups, which are geared towards streamlining the workers' attendance. According to Director Emil Green, the new guidelines will ensure that STEP gets greater operational efficiency from its field side. The workday will now be 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., accompanied by Field Operations Manager William Phillip, Senior Field Officer Jason McCoy, Field Officer Leslie Connor, and Verification Officer Keith Warner, Green has been visiting the various community enhancement groups in St. Kitts and updating the workers on the new measures. STEP Chief Field Officer Oscar Brown has been visiting the groups in Nevis. The workers have been advised that STEP will enforce punctuality and the attendance requirements, and those persons who do not work and are consistently absent will be disciplined. Green reports that they have so far seen some improvement with some of the groups, but added that a lot more still needs to be done as the program has just started. STEP is using the field officers to go out every day to verify that persons are turning up to work on time and that they are staying on the job for the required time. With the transformation in work hours, quantity of work and work done over the next few months, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis should be pleased, as the government is determined during these times that money spent brings value to the country, noted the STEP director. The Ministry of Tourism, in collaboration with the Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund, ICDF, is hosting a project dubbed Art in the Park, where interested artists on the island are encouraged to sign up.
This park project started several months ago, and as part of this project we are trying to get some of our local experts and other individuals involved in the project. And one of the ideas that has been devised is that we're going to get some of our local artists to paint the perimeter fence. As everyone should be aware, there's a galvalume perimeter fence at the park. So we thought that it would be a good idea to decorate the fence with some local art, and we have therefore invited some of our most illustrious artists and celebrated artists to join with us. And we are going to start very shortly with a few of our more noted artists, and then we're going to get some other persons from the general public and government departments and so on, and schools to come on board.
The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, John Hanley, on Thursday, November 19th, met with a few of the island's artists at the Pinnis Park project, where he spoke on the expectations of the project.
I want to thank the ICDF, and the representative of the ICDF, which is the Taiwanese Technical Mission, is Mr. Vincent Lai. He's here with us this morning. This idea was his idea, and I want to commend Mr. Lai, who also happens to be the architect, the landscape designer for the Pinnis Park. I want to thank him for this wonderful idea to get the locals involved, and I want to assure you that based on the panel of artists that we have to start this project, that we can look forward to something really wonderful.
Vincent Lai is the brainchild behind the project.
We invite our artists and all of yours to join this activity to showcase in the Nevis culture. We want to display and present our culture for all visitors, and we can let our fans become more lively and colorful. So when we restart our tourism economical, people come to here, you can see what's going on in Nevis. They can take in their image for in the memory to see that.
Other interested artists are encouraged to sign up by calling Vanessa Webb at the Ministry of Tourism at 469-5521, extension 6447. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.